What's up everyone, I'm Deviantcringe, and ladies and gentlemen, today it is time for another art review. Oh yes everyone, I know this has been a real long time coming and all that, it's a bit overdue, and yeah, recently I really haven't had that much time to do these videos and all that, because they take longer to record, but thankfully I have finally gotten some time to do one. So yeah, just like usual, I have 3 awesome artists lined up for you guys and gals, and of course, the very first one we're going to talk about is someone that a lot of you know and all that, because she actually does my sprites that I use right now. And of course, I am talking about Jariz-sketches. Yes, everyone, call me Jay, a hobbyist artist, Jariz-sketches, female from the United States, and she has been on DA for a whole 11 years. So she actually sent me a note telling me to take a look at 2 of her newest works, and the first one we're going to check out is Sonic. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we're going to take a look at Sonic because of the new movie that just came out and all that. As you can see, the facial style, the eyes specifically, are a little bit more in the style of the original version of the movie, but unlike the original version, this one is not absolutely horrific. It actually does look pretty cute, I gotta say, and it is a pretty cool looking picture, but there is a little bit of work left to be done. The first thing I gotta talk about is, of course, the leg right here. Now, I know this is obviously a perspective sort of thing and all that, but whenever you look at like arms and legs like perfectly straight like this, it always makes it seem to me like the arm or leg is like really short, like super stubby. But that's pretty much the way I see it and all. And the second thing that I want to mention is, of course, the hands. As you can see, like the perspective is Sonic's left side is closer than the right, but for some reason, like his right hand looks a little bit bigger than the left, so that should be fixed a little bit and all, or maybe it's just the size of his gloves, I don't know. And as you can see, the line work is really nice and smooth and all that, especially on the head and the face. The shoes and the legs do have a little bit of wobble to them, as well as a little bit on the body, but that's not too bad. The coloring is also pretty nice, as you can see, very nice soft cold hues and all that, really cool. Over here there are like 2 spots of white over here that can be easily filled in, and as you can see over here we have a little bit of blue going over the line. But yeah, those are just like little minor issues. The picture actually looks really nice, and I do like the simplistic cracked background, I gotta say, as well as the cool little signature placement over here on the star. Overall, a pretty good picture, I gotta say, thumbs up and all. Sonic, I'm not a Sonic fan, but I've always wondered if I could draw Sonic in my style. I feel like it's very hard to make him stylized because of his design. If you go too far with changing something, you'll end up with the new Sonic look from the new Sonic movie. We all know how that was received. Anyway, here's my attempt. Yeah, like I said before, like the eyes are a little bit more in style with the original look of the movie, but unlike the movie, it's not horrifying and pretty cute, I gotta say. So you actually did it really well. Honestly, the people that designed the original Sonic look in the movie should have been fired and replaced with you or someone who actually knows how to draw. And the second picture we're gonna take a look at is this one right here, called Jamie, and this is actually pretty cool. As soon as I saw the coloring in this picture, I knew I had to pick it because I don't know, like the way that the picture is colored and shaded, it really does give me a sort of nostalgic, kind of look and feel and all. And that's all super good, I gotta say. It's definitely one of the things that I really am looking for when I, search for art and all that stuff. So yeah, overall, a really nice picture. I definitely love how the darker outlines, will work well in contrast with the lighter shades, as well as vice versa over here on the guitar and the pants and all that. Really good. So to this I gotta say a huge thumbs up and all that. Be sure to keep doing what you're doing and all that. So yeah, Jamie, I've been wanting to draw Jamie, my boy again, and use a palette, so I decided to do both in one go. I am super proud of how the pose came out, and honestly, I think it's one of the best I've done. A normal color version will be coming soon. Well, this is really nice, the color palette is really beautiful. I definitely do love it and all that. It really does have a nice look and feel to it, and of course the pose is really nice for the most part and all that, besides the little... So now we're gonna take a look at the second artist we got for today, who is Mad Micky Sprinkles, varied hobbyist. Mad Micky, a fan from the United Kingdom, and just like Jariz, she has been on DA for 11 years, and she actually sent me 2 pictures to review, and the first one is this one. It's a competition prize for the the winner Herpy of the Animal Crossing competition and all that. First off, I gotta say, this is really beautiful, and the coloring is definitely what strikes me first and all that. As you can see, very bright and vivid, you know, very like cheerful and all that. I really do love the coloring on Isabelle right here. First off, the hair, really beautiful, clean strokes and all that, very nice differentiating hues, and of course on her kimono we have a really nice fading from like a darker to a light yellow and all that. Really goes well with her, you know, color scheme in the game. And of course on the player character right here, it looks really good, I gotta say. You know, both of the expressions are really lovely and all, and the character's clothing, they're really nicely defined, you know, natural looking wrinkles and all that. Really beautiful detail work, and of course the hair as well on the character looks really good, as well as the little Isabelle hat, which is a really lovely cute touch and all. Another thing that I really like about this picture is the fact that it mixes line work and lineless art styles, which is pretty cool. Like the characters, you know, the foreground are nice and focused with the lines and all that, and the background is lineless, which makes it look a little bit, you know, not really blurry per se, but it definitely does give a more, you know, a sharpening and definition to the characters and doesn't take the focus off of them. The background also looks really nice, I gotta say. I also do like the little touch on the outer glow on the lights over here. Makes them look a lot more natural and all that for a really nice evening time environment and all. Animal Crossing competition winner Herpy. Hi guys, this is my first winner's piece from the competition I ran. Congratulations Herpy. Herpy Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Amino with the Amino Apps link. It's the only sort of played New Leaf several years. I'm not playing it apparently. I put on the ordinance that makes the town clean, so the whole town is covered with flowers literally everywhere, LMAO. Aside from that, also from what I can tell, no one left despite me abandoning them for half a decade. This pick was a lot of firsts for me. I'm not really a background/landscape artist, but I really want to push myself in this new year. Also, I don't draw male characters very often, so that was fun. I never colored a gingham. That's a really weird word, gingham, or tartan fabric. Figuring that one out was a bit difficult, but only so much. Let me know if you like it. Well, that is actually pretty cool. You know, the fact that you said that you really don't do backgrounds and landscapes all that much, but over here in this picture, it is pretty well done. Definitely says a lot about your dedication as an artist. You know, definitely keep doing that. You know. This is actually one of the better pictures that I've seen from artists that claim that they don't really do backgrounds all that much. This actually looks really well done, so you're definitely on a really good track. And what really bums me out is the fact that there are no comments over here. So be sure to fave it and you know, leave a really nice comment telling them how good this is, because they sure as hell deserve it. So now let's take a look at the second picture, which is this one right here called Dungeon Party, and of course it's a Dungeons and Dragons themed one, a really lovely, a nice portrait of so over here we got a nice roster of characters. We got a fighter, a you know, DPS mage, a healer mage, an archer, and of course the rogue right here. I definitely love playing rogue characters, I gotta say. Overall, this picture is super awesome. Now here's the thing, I really don't have all that much to say about this, because the picture pretty much speaks for itself in terms of how good it is. I can definitely say that the detail work is like really immense in this one. This is one of those pictures that you can definitely keep looking at for a pretty long time and always find new stuff in it. That's definitely something that you should always strive for. You know, like for example, the you know, the details on the hair of the mage, and of course the second one. Take a look at all of that beautiful, you know, beautiful like decorations, like flowers and all that on top of her. Really nice. And of course these small details in their clothing is really cool. The coloring obviously is also pretty well done. I really do love the glow effects on the mage's hands right here, as you can see. Really beautiful. It gives it a nice, more vibrant feel and all that. And honestly, I really don't know what else to say. It's super good. I guess I can also say that it's a really cool touch that you made the bow out of a huge shaped branch and all that. A bit of a rough looking craft and all. Pretty cool. Dungeon Party, I finally finished this. It's the characters from the D&D campaign me and my friends ran while living in Japan. So many elements of this were just plain difficult, but everything was so informative. I love D&D and might look into taking some character commissions because of it. Let me know what you think of it. Total time, no idea. Gonna guess it was about 20 hours. Tools, Parblow, another one of those really weird words. Parblow Mast, 10.1, and Paytool Sai, Instagram version. References, another more DA links, references used, and of course a lot of links and all that. You can check all of those out by clicking the our link in the description as well. So now we're going to be taking a look at our last and final artist for this episode, who is Luzim Lucart, with a very, very happy profile picture. As you can see, it's over here right now, the Deku Tree Sprout. But anyway, digital art hobbyist, Luzim Lucart, male from Germany. He has been on DA for only 1 year, and you can see within that 1 year he's already put up a very, very beautiful portfolio of art and all that, super highly detailed stuff. And the picture that he actually sent me was this one, Glacial Princess Candace Coldblood, and as you can see, this is really, really creative and unique, It honestly kind of reminds me of a nostalgic animated movie from like the 90s and all that. I don't know which one, but it kind of does. Yeah, I just can't put my finger on it, but it really does have that sort of feel. The first thing I can definitely say is I really do love the setting of this picture, and I also love the fact that you can't really see the background all that much because of the mist right here. It makes it look a lot more mysterious and mysterious and hidden and all that. Now, there are a few things that I like to mention a little bit. The first one is, now there are some things that I like to mention about this, and I think everyone noticed the first one. Her head looks way too small, to be totally honest, Like, when you compare the size of the neck and the head, the neck just looks a little bit too, too big for the head and all that, and the head is a little bit too small for the body, so maybe you could, try to size that up a little bit. Her arms do actually look a little bit too long, and the way that the pose goes, I don't know if this is like a perspective sort of things, but it kind of looks like her shoulders going up way too much and all that. It kind of looks like her skeleton is just going all over the place, so maybe you could touch that up a little. But besides that, everything is really, really nice. I definitely do love the small details of the jewelry over here, very unique and all that. And of course, finally, the coloring. I really do love it because this is like different shades of the same color for the most part. And I find that using this technique is like really, really creative and lends itself well to a lot of really nice experimentation, Glacial Princess Candace Coldblood. Here's my newest artwork. It's my OC Candace Coldblood. I'll give to give my OC more soul and character. So as first I said, we're drawing more artwork. Story: Candace is an ice princess. She lives in her little realm somewhere hidden in the tundra. She has a pet called Akati. Beside her, she has a handy connection to other forms of living. She often feels lonely in her frosty castle, so she starts to create ice jewelry. She can use her force to build up ice and cool the air around her. She's like a living fridge. That's the reason why she has no contact with other people. She accepted her fate of being lonely in her cold castle, so she doesn't often have to shame herself for anything. That might be the reason why her look is a bit naughty. As an ice princess, her strength is dependent on the temperature, and she's only able to fight in the cold, in a cool to natural area. Heat is her biggest weakness. She often smokes icicles to increase her power, or just for the taste, I'm not sure. Interested in a commission? Contact me with more information with a Discord ID. Other sites to follow. Feel free to leave a comment, and more of Candace's OCs. Beautiful. Now that's also pretty cool. I do like her story, It's pretty nice, and the fact that she actually smokes icicles, now that's actually really, really unique. I do love that. I do love that touch and all that. Really, really creative. So yeah, just be sure to work a little bit on your anatomy and all that when it comes to like the upper body and the head. And yeah, you're gonna get even better, I gotta say. So keep practicing even more and more. Thank you so much for sending this picture to me. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. I'll actually toss you a fave and all that. Well, everyone, that about wraps it up for this episode. Like I said in the beginning, it has been a pretty long time since I made one of these, and I am sorry for that. I haven't really had much time lately to do it and all. Things like looking for work and other stuff and all. So yeah, hope I can make another one soon, and hope I can make another one soon, and I hope you all enjoyed the pictures that we had here. Hope you'll fave and watch all of these artists. Anyway, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the bell icon, and if you wish to support me for my page, link is in the description below. And as always, I'm Deviantcringe, and I'll be seeing you guys else in the next video.